Same thing with Brock Purdy, with Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. We can knock Purdy all we want and say he can't do this, he can't do that. Something about his game and the way he processes and gets from 1 to 2 to 3 is perfect for what Shanahan wants.
Yeah, he's more of a meticulous surgeon. You know, that someone comes in with he's working the emergency room, trauma, and the guy comes in a car wreck and he's got a bunch of things going wrong for him, broken leg, broken, this, that, he's got internal bleeding. But he's got this, Dr. Purdy's got this. I mean, he meticulously, he can fix that because that's what he's trained to do. I think where he's not Mahomes is like you come in with, an oddball injury or something that he hasn't seen before. And he may can fix it, but he may have to refer to someone else that's a little more their expertise. And I'm certainly not knocking Brock, but I'm definitely not putting him in Mahomes' category. I think in fairness to both, you can't do that. You can't put Brock and his they're in the Super Bowl against each other, so they're equals in that regard. But I think Brock is one of those that if the game is going well, you wouldn't want any other quarterback in the league, including Mahomes. But if the game is kind of going south or it's iffy, up and down, back and forth, I'm not saying Brock can't succeed there, but that's not where his strong suit, if that makes sense. Now, last week, he would have proved me wrong. He moved around with his feet. He had some big first downs running the ball. He showed a little different side of him that I don't think we've ever seen. I'm not saying that no one thought he could or couldn't do it. He just hadn't. And he made some super clutch throws in the second half because, you come out of that second half locker room and you're 49ers, you're probably saying, hey, we can win this game. But in the back of your mind, you got to be thinking, if Detroit just plays remotely close to how they've been playing, our ass is kicked. 17-point lead. So a lot had to go the 49ers' way, and a lot of it was, revolved around how Brock played or didn't play. And the defense had to stop him. Everybody did what they were supposed to do, and Brock was over and beyond what I think anybody had seen from him up to this point. So it was really a milestone for him, and maybe a confidence booster for him, certainly for the team. Like, damn, Brock, he can do it. Most of the games that they've won since he took over as a starter, they had a lead or the game was, maybe not out of reach for the opponent, but, as a fan or just a general fan, you go, 49ers can win this game. They're dominating on both sides of the ball. That wasn't a dominating game up to the start of the second half last week. He had to make some plays. He had to do something that he really hadn't done and had to do it over and over again. And he did it. So we know he's capable of doing that. Now, can he roll around and make an unbelievable throw back across his body? I don't think that he would do that. I just think that he understands his, it's like Ty Dever when we were together in Green Bay. He would always joke at me, whether it be practice or after the game, watching the film the next day. He's like, why would you make that throw? And I go, because I can. And I would say, you wouldn't make that throw? He's like, hell no. I know my limitations. I know what I can and can't do. And I stick to that. I think Brock Purdy's that type of guy.